All right, so Israel Adesanya has never lost at 185 pounds, 11-0 at middleweight in the UFC. He is certainly tracking, as you see there, to lead the division in knockdowns, has 12 of them. The strike defense is outstanding, and you can certainly ask any of his past opponents how hard he is to hit. Very. All right, so we welcome in Dean Thomas and Anthony Smith now, and this isn't necessarily the time to talk about Adesanya's status as perhaps the greatest striker in UFC history, but what makes him such a difficult puzzle to solve?
To me, it's his accuracy. Now, I was there when he fought Paulo Costa, and that was one of the most impressive performances that I've seen live. And I've seen thousands and thousands of fights, but his fight with Paulo Costa was so impressive because he couldn't miss. Every time he threw a punch, it was like bang, 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 bang. Couldn't miss.
No, I feel like we could talk about his physical skills and gifts and his techniques and his accuracy and his timing all day. It's how he puts it together up here. He picks the right shot at the right time. He's super patient. And listen, I've been in there 50 times and never had the patience that Israel Adesanya has. Right. To be able to sit back and let things kind of just happen in front of you and not rush it and want to force the action and be willing to maybe be stagnant at times, that's really hard to do, especially in a main event with everything on the line. The patience in his mindset is second to none.
You know what else is funny about that is he's so patient, but he's so entertaining. Like, it's crazy how you can be that patient, that calculated, but still able to put together these entertaining performances that everybody can just watch and be in awe and be wowed about. So his patience mixed with his entertainment is something to be marveled.
So we have heard him take on a different tone, at least verbally, this week. You heard some of the sound here on UFC Live, show my essence, have fun. You know, he's essentially called for a finish. At his core, though, he's a counter striker that is more of a reactor and a reader than he is an issue forcer. Is that fair?
Yeah, because he's not like this big, powerful guy. Like, if you put him in a gym, he probably doesn't really lift weights or anything like that. He's just so loose and relaxed, and he's so accurate that and he said it. He said he aims and then he fires. Right. While most guys just throw. He aims and he fires. And he's so reliable with that. And I mean, it's just the probability of him hitting his target is really high because of that patience that Anthony spoke about.
Well, and this may come off like an insult, but I don't mean it like this at all. He's not the one-shot knockdown guy. Right. It's an accumulation over a long period of time. The Paulo Costa, if you just look at the finish, that looks like it's just a one-shot he puts him down and finishes him. That's not how it actually went. You have to watch the entire fight, watch him systematically take Costa's legs out from under him, frustrate him, get him swinging at air, get him a little bit tired, and then that accumulation over time puts Costa down. That is Israel Adesanya in a nutshell.
All right, out of the blue corner, as you guys well know, the challenger, Cannonier, staring at his first championship opportunity here in the UFC. Hay is in the barn. He has done all the right work, certainly. His alignment with John Crouch and MMA Lab has paid dividends. Your thoughts on Cannonier, his skill set, and how he will employ it in what is obviously a very difficult matchup?
Well, I tell you what, I like his approach going into this because he says he's taking a more defensive approach on his offensive attack. And most guys don't do that. They look at Israel Adesanya and they go after, but he's taking a more defensive approach. But he also has the power and the killer instinct. When he gets guys hurt and he gets you on the ground, his ground and pound to finish you is crazy. Like, yeah. It's so ferocious, it's so intense, and I think that really could be the difference. If he's able to hurt Israel Adesanya and get him on the ground, I think that he could do enough damage with his ground and pound to get it stopped.
Well, yeah, I think that having that approach is probably smart because any guy that we've seen attack Izzy and be too aggressive, all end up flat-backed, every single one of them. He just runs people onto shots. He's too good to approach him like that. So you got to pick your spots. And again, we keep talking about patience. You got to be patient in there, and you got to pick your spots. And when you go, you have to commit. And I think Cannonier, I think he has the right mindset to be able to do that. His ground and pound is incredible, and I like his mindset right now. He called Izzy a flesh bag, just he's going to beat on.
Right.
Being able to separate maybe his accomplishments and the titles and all that stuff from the person, just fight the body. I think that's important.
He is mentally forged. I guess I just wonder, to your point about patience or your lack thereof, how patient will he be? Is he willing to be in a fight that isn't the fight of the year to try to get the job done? So we'll see how it all plays out.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.